All right, welcome. Filthy Kitchen Cooking with Squadgeman. I'm gonna bake this bacon in the oven. So I just have a piece of tin foil here on the baking sheet. They're spread out, not touching. You don't have to spread them out any further than this. I've got 1, 2, 3, 6 strips of bacon here on this baking sheet. Now, the oven is cold, the bacon is cold. The oven is actually starting to preheat. I hit the preheat button a couple of minutes ago. I didn't really plan on doing that because I planned on putting it in cold. But that's neither here nor there. The oven is relatively cold. Now, this step you do not need to do. You do not need to take a parchment paper. You could say this is a waste of parchment paper. You might be right. I'm just going to put the parchment paper over the bacon. And the reason I'm doing this, it's just a splatter guard. It's nothing important. You could leave it out. This is a self-cleaning oven, which means I can clean it some other time, whether there's splatter or not. So I just got this 350 degrees in a fairly cold oven. Takes about 5 to 7 minutes for this oven to preheat. I'm going to put it in for 25 minutes, which is basically 20 minutes to cook the bacon, 5 minutes to heat up the oven. Cold bacon in a cold oven allows it to heat up gradually, and you're not going to get the bacon all shrivelly. It is bacon. The nature of bacon is to shrivel somewhat. The parchment paper actually on top of the bacon may prevent some of this shriveling. I doubt it, but I've heard that said. Probably not true, but I repeat it anyway. Got some coffee here. Gonna cook some eggs. So bacon and eggs is on the menu. And I bake the bacon in the oven, as you've seen. So just gonna get the oven, gonna get the bacon going, gonna get the eggs going. All right. So because I still have lots of cheese, I'm gonna put some cheese in this. Also, I need some calories. I did my 600 calories on the bike I did today. This is a night where I do not have to work. On a work night, I make sure to do at least 500 calories, which is generally around 525 calories I end up doing, just because that's how many calories it takes to go 10 miles, and I like to go 10 miles. That's 16 kilometers. But on nights where I don't work, I do 600 calories, just because I got more recovery time, and why not? So my goal is 10 miles and minimum of 500 calories. Generally, I'm doing over 11 miles on nights where I do not work. That's what I'm trying to say. And also, I'm going to go down, even though it's 2:30 in the morning here. This is the problem with working a night shift. My nights are most people's days. I'm going to go down and do a boxing routine a little later. I might lift some weights. I want to start lifting weights. I've got a 4-day weekend, so I hope to get back in the swing of things with lifting weights. So I don't know if I'll be able to do both. So I may lift weights, I may do the boxing, I may do both, but I'm going to do something. We will see how I feel. After eating these eggs and bacon, I may not feel like doing cardio. I might feel just like lifting some weights, so. But that will be later. I don't work out right after I eat. Ideally, I should have worked out first and ate this after, but at least I'm getting things done. And yes, order is very important. I mean, it's like the old analogy. Getting things done, order is very important. You don't go to the dentist and, first he starts drilling random teeth. in case he might find a cavity. And then after he drills all the teeth, he goes in and does x-rays to see if he drilled the right tooth or not. You know, there is something said about correct order of operations in math. A lot of you people studied math in school. If you went to a really bad school, you probably didn't have math. I never heard of a school that didn't have math before, unless we're talking about a school of fish. But anyway, order of operations, extremely important. If you don't follow the correct order of things, you're not going to get the right results. And that goes for exercise as well. So, yeah, you're supposed to eat after working out, or after, especially for lifting weights, you get your protein and stuff after working out. There used to be this thing, it probably is still valid, called the anabolic window, which meant that you wanted to get a high dose of protein within an hour after lifting weights, because that's when your body is hungriest for nutrients to get back into the muscle. That's the anabolic window. So make sure you have protein at that point, get it in your system within an hour, generally within 30 minutes after working out, so that you can get back into the muscle when the muscle wants it the most. That sounds like, you know, highly possibly spurious, but who knows? Maybe it's true. I didn't read the studies. People probably did study this. It's probably based on very good science, but whether it is or not, this is the kind of information that you don't really need to verify. You can just say, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. No harm in doing it, so I'll do it. But anyway, I digress. So the eggs are in on the pan, bacon in the oven. Gonna put some of this here ground black pepper. These eggs are on medium heat, butter. And now, last time I used the cheese, it went all over the floor, if you remember correctly. No use crying over spilled milk, they say, in whichever form. I added the last bit, but anyway. All right, nice and cheesy. Get some calories in the body. I did my 10 miles and yeah, I want to do some boxing, at least. Alrighty, whew, I am hungry. I didn't realize I leave it too late to eat. Hunger's not something to be afraid of, as we mentioned before, but still. I don't often feel hungry, but when I do, I do. And 4 days off, other plans. I'm going to do some tidying up. Tonight, actually, I'm going to spend at least an hour cleaning up. And I might do a painting. We'll see. See if the muse speaks to me. Now, I know I had a spatula because I just cleaned it. What I did with it, I do not know. I'll use this one. I think this is the spatula I cleaned anyway, and then I put it back in the sink for some reason. Yeah, excellent. So I hope everybody is enjoying their night, their day, whenever you get this video. The eggs, I can hear the eggs. No, yeah, I can hear the eggs and I can also hear the bacon. I can see the steam coming out of the oven vent, which tells me that the bacon is baking. Yeah, bacon, baking. And soon I'll fold over these eggs. I believe I have a plate. I should have a plate. Maybe I don't have a plate. Are there any clean plates in the house? This is the question. Or do I have to clean one? Ooh, yeah, clean plates. So there you have it. The oven just heated up. So this video, oh, it took a long time to heat up that oven. Took 10 minutes to heat up the oven, probably longer. So anyway, probably because this house is very, very cold, which is why I'm wearing my house coat, so to speak. My house coat, of course, being a winter coat. Because this is what it's like. Heat prices are through the roof. Even though I have a full-time job, my salary is very low and I earn very little money and I can't afford to heat the house. But don't despair. Poverty is terrible, but at least I have my health still. And although I don't think my fortune is ever going to change and improve, I can try to be hopeful that it will one day. But I've been used to poverty, and that's it. Poverty, wow. So in my videos, you're going to see me wearing lots of winter hats and winter coats and probably blankets and whatnot. I'm wearing 2 pairs of sweatpants, double stacked. But that's it. And winter hasn't even started yet. Wow. The poor birds are starving. So I have to hit the dollar store probably tomorrow. I gave them all the seed. And no matter how poor I get, I still have to take care of my little wards, my fine feathered friends. Because once I started feeding them, they have come to rely on me. So I'm responsible for them somewhat now. Now I don't give them all their food. I make sure they get enough, but I do supplement their diet, put it that way. And these are probably some of the healthiest pigeons in town, but I don't know. A lot of other pigeons are eating garbage. At least my pigeons are getting proper nutrition. All right, so I got another 14 or 15 minutes before the bacon comes out. We're not gonna wait for that. When that comes out, I'll just pat off the extra grease with a paper towel, and then I will eat it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Mark my words, I'm going to do some cleaning tonight before I go to bed. Well, I'll be up until the morning, and I am going to exercise one more time minimum. Probably boxing, although I really got to start lifting weights again. So who loves you, baby? This guy, don't forget it. Also remember, you're somebody's favorite person in this world, probably mine. So till next time, these tough times we're going through, we're going to endure with dignity, which means we're going to endure hardship. We are going to be patient, even though there's no end in sight. We're going to try to stay hopeful, and we're going to try to think positively. And hopefully one day before long, things will change. Time is rolling on regardless, so change is going to happen. Let's hope it's good change. Anyway, till next time, love you, and I will put something up tomorrow for sure. Bye now.